Located in the heart of the Arava Valley, 25 kilometers north of Eilat, the Timna Valley Park is the largest natural park in Israel. With about 60 square kilometers, this immense arid esplanade is larger than Tel Aviv. Gilad, who deals with the park's clients and tourist groups, finds himself spellbound by the sight every day.
I'm here 25 years. Even today, when I arrive, especially in the morning or in the afternoon, when the rays of the sun are lighting the mountains, it changes every hour. It's very, very unique. I love the view here. I love working here.
But apart from the play of the light on the rocks, what is it that the more than 100,000 tourists that visit Timna every year come to see? Eitan, a tour guide, gives us an idea.
First of all, the colors and the ability to walk on sand and between rocks, things that people probably never doing in their lifetime from the places they're coming from. The story of creation of copper, the story of the copper snake that founded here in Timna.
Indeed, the park boasts of a wide collection of both geological and historical wonders, making Timna a witness both to the creativity of man and of Mother Nature. At the dawn of civilization, copper used to be society's most valuable substance, much like oil is today. It was in Timna where more than 5 millennia ago, mankind discovered that this substance can be turned into metal. Thus, whoever had the copper had the upper hand both in agriculture and in war. David Ben-Gurion, the first Prime Minister of Israel, reopened the Timna mines in 1956 as part of his project of making the desert bloom. Mining stopped in the 80s, but has recently started again since copper's value has risen in the market. Dubi Goldman, CEO of the development company Hevelei Lot, offers a modern analogy.
It's not the biggest production site, but it was like the startup nation of copper mining and production in the world. So here mankind first found copper and first learned how to use it.
In the park, visitors can descend into ancient mining shafts dating as far back as the 5th and 6th centuries BC. It was here that the copper snake, now a worldwide symbol for medicine, was unearthed. Most of the mining was attributed to the Egyptians, but Dr. Erez Ben Yosef, who directs the archaeological excavations in the Timna Valley for a few weeks every year, says that recent discoveries seem to indicate otherwise.
Until recently, it was assumed that most of the sites here are related to the Egyptian empire, to the Egyptian pharaohs. And we started excavating and found out that actually the peak in copper production occurred a few hundred years later, at the biblical time of Kings David and Solomon. And this changed completely the entire picture, and now we are getting into the material itself, with an attempt to understand the society, who lived here, who operated the mines. Was it really related to Jerusalem or was it not?
But time has filled Timna with more than just historical sites. Centuries of wind and water erosion have molded a singular collection of natural monuments, from arch-shaped formations and spiral domes to the infamous mushroom-shaped rocks, and the sky-reaching fingers of stone known as Solomon's Pillars. And upon these natural works of art, man has also put his artistic abilities to test. Dubi points out a series of ancient rock carvings.
You can see here different stories of wars, and you can see soldiers there going with the archers, and you can see ibexes. You can see a horse right over here. It's a very unique place. I come here with my kids, with my girls, and they don't leave until they find each and every character on the wall.
In the shrine of Hathor, the Egyptian goddess that looked over the miners, Egyptian copper miners also left us some carvings that have survived more than 3,200 years. As Dr. Ben Yosef's discoveries show, Timna's history is still unfolding before our eyes.
Last season, we unearthed a gatehouse from the 10th century, which means that we are talking about a site in this valley from 3,000 years ago that was defended by a wall, which is part of the discussion about what was happening in this area of Israel at that time. Now we have a first evidence of some fighting or some defensive system, and it goes along with the stories in the Bible, for example, about the battle of King David with the Edomites. We hear about in 2 Samuel that David goes down to the south and fights the Edomites, and now we can see actual evidence of this conflict, maybe.
Timna Valley Park is open all year round between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. and night visits can be arranged in advance. This is Paul Sanchez reporting for TLV1.